right, guys. All right. Welcome back to this channel. Welcome back to this channel. This is a reaction video, of course, and I'm here, JT, as your host. And this is JT Podcast for the new people in the house. Hey, welcome. Have you liked the video? Have you subscribed this channel? If not, you know what to do, right? Yeah. Smash the like button and subscribe the channel. For the returning subscribers who are back again, if you may be returning to view, maybe you haven't subscribed, take a moment, okay? Take a second and subscribe, right? And it would be a very good thing if you like this video before even get started, all right? I'm super grateful to see you in the house. Just to mention the people who have just joined and commented. Ivamila was the first, Juni, second one, Rebecca, I see you. Fiona, I see you too. Okay, and everyone, MLTS, parallel experience, island girl in the house, who else? And anyone who just joined in, thank you so much for tuning in. Right, thumbs up done. Thank you so much for the like. All right. So you guys, as you can see on my thumbnail and title, there's something I need to talk to you about, or we need to talk about, right? I know we've talked about this previously, but we can talk about it too right now again, right? Okay. No. We can talk about this. All right. As you can see on my thumbnail and my title, as it suggests, news has it that the guy that we've been talking about, only Mayani, not say only Mayani or Mayani Mara, whatever, has been arrested and is in police custody as we speak on the allegations of defilement, okay? Marrying a minor, or maybe a schoolgirl. That is actually the news that came out. So I'll be looking into this because I remember previously I made a video on this, and I think I was so much pissed on the news that this guy decided to do that, and whatever they were saying out there, it's like it was a lie and people are trying to fight them. So I was asking, is it true that he did that and nothing's being done actually? What kind of village is that, that the kind of things that we think we are condemning are the same things that are happening here on the broad daylight and are being covered up? So I remember that was the reaction I was doing. So I'm here, and I've watched a video from Masubo one, where he decided to bring in the mother to this lady, not the lady, the young lady in the question. So he decided to bring the mother to the young lady alongside the lady, even though she declined being on camera. So they were there, and they held an interview. Masubuan held an interview with them and was asking them a couple of questions, and they were answering according to their own opinion. And I respect that. However, I want to look into what they were saying over there, and now I'm kind of again confused because how is this even a justification? That because according to the mama and the daughter, they're saying, well, the lady wants to get married, so we can do nothing. We can force her to go to school. I don't know if that is actually how the law dictates, but I don't know. I don't know if that is how it goes, but according to what I'm hearing is that, because Masuba made a statement over there saying in that particular village, when your boy or maybe when your girl decide to do whatever they want to do, ain't nothing you can do about it. You may even can them. You may if you send them to school, they may go out there and play and don't go to school. And when you find out and you try to force them to go to school, they won't go because they will say they don't want to go. Simply, they don't want to go. And there is nothing you can do about it. So I'm trying to understand if that is actually how it goes, because, all right, according to me, I really think I perceive the law from a different perspective, from a different angle. But according to how these people are saying from their own village, is like they have their own way of operating. So I don't know whether to sideline with how they operate in that village, or maybe should people talk about this according to how the law dictates in this country, because I don't really think that a school kid can decide to drop and get married just because they want to. And you, as a parent, ain't nothing you can do, you can say. You simply say, oh, if that is what they decided, well, let's allow them to do so. All right. So in that interview, I heard the mama saying that the lady was not going to school, not in primary, not in secondary school. The lady was already a dropout, and she was taking, I can say, some skills like hairdressing skills from a local salonist there. So that is what she was doing. But when I listened to a voice conversation on a phone call that I have here, and I asked for permission to play it, maybe because of that. So the mama in that voice conversation, she says that the lady was in school and she was in grade 9. So I'm confused whether to believe whatever she said in this interview of Masubo or whatever she said on the phone call, because I don't understand. Like, was she in school? She says yes, she was in school, grade 9. But in that interview, she says the girl wasn't in school. Okay. All in all, Mayani is arrested, and the thing is, he is arrested for defiling a minor, for marrying an underage girl. So if the mama is saying that these people are not underage, or maybe that her daughter is not underage, then why is Mayani arrested? This is the biggest question I'm asking. Why is Mayani arrested? Okay. As you're joining, I'd like to hear your opinions. I'll be reading your comments in the minute alongside this reaction, and I'll be playing this receipts with you so that you can hear. Because I don't know, maybe anyone can have their own opinion, and there's always three sides of the story. Your side, my side, and the truth. All right, and then this side we have the girl side, the boy side, and our side, and the law side. So basically, Mayan is still in police custody, and might be tomorrow he might be aligned in court. So as much as we can say whatever we're gonna say, our own judgment, our own opinion, it doesn't really matter. The law have to follow its order. So if the judge really listen to this case and say, oh, if the lady decided not to go to school and want to get married, if that is what she wants, then let me give it to her. That ought will actually say, wow, she said so. Or maybe, yeah, the judge said so. But if the judge listen to this and say there is a problem here and do whatever the judge does, that is what we will go with it. But for now, I'm just going to look at this and compare the kind of, the occurrence of events here and how they are putting out their statement out there. All right. Let me check your comments in the meantime and see what is happening. They say she's 19. Parents say she's 18. June turning 19. Yeah, that's what they said. But I'll play another clip that says something else. Okay. Yeah. Yes, I saw. Okay. All right. Only birth certificate or baptism card of the girl question that will solve all those questions they are bubbling around with. The court or children department will demand for it. That's what I'm saying. That right now, whatever we choose to say, whatever they can choose to say on camera or whatever, will not justify, or I mean, we will not actually give it a pass, or maybe say, okay, she's right, or maybe she's wrong, maybe say Mayani is wrong or is right. But if this thing is being handled in the court of law, I'm sure that the judge and whoever will be handling this will demand, you know, I don't know. Okay, I don't know what was happening here. The judge will demand the proof of the age of this lady or this young girl. So for now, let's do this. Let me play a clip here where, and I asked for this permission, by the way. There was a phone conversation where someone called this mama asking her about the lady, about the daughter. What is this? And the mama said that indeed the girl was in school and she was in grade 9. So I'm surprised to hear today she says that the girl was not in school. Anyway, let me play this first of all. All right. So I'll start from here, where the mama is answering some questions here. And in contrast, I'll play another clip from another video, another source. All right.
Alikuwa anaenda shuleni ama hakuwa anaenda? Hakuwa anaenda. I'm asking her that her daughter was going to school or she was not going. She said that she was not going to school.
All right. So that is the mama on the interview with Masubo, and say the daughter was not going to school. All right. And I have a different video, a different phone conversation here that the mama is saying otherwise. Okay. So let me play this. Unless, all right. Sorry. What is happening? Let me rewind it here. I don't know what is this. I'm trying to play it so that
ameolewa mama na alikuwa shule.
Mimi sijamruhusu, sasa ningemfanya aje?
Okay. Just a second. All right. Listen to this.
Unajua? Alikuwa shuleni ama hakuwa shuleni?
Skuli ya Renge.
Skuli ya Renge? Darasa la ngapi?
9.
Grade 9? Sasa mbona ulimruhusu ameolewa mama na alikuwa shule?
Mimi sijamruhusu, sasa ningemfanya aje hata wewe?
All right. That is actually a phone conversation where the mama is saying that, you know, this person called from, he said he was working with the children's office. So he called to how can I say, interrogate the mama. And mama said that, yeah, I'm aware that she's married and she was in school in grade 9. So I don't know why she went to say something different on Masubo's channel, saying that the lady was not schooling. I don't know who actually, because as from the information I'm receiving, is like 2 of her daughters are married. All right, 2. One is actually maybe of age. That's one I think. And the other one, this one now, the of Mayani, she was in grade 9. That is what she's saying there on phone call. It's not me, that is the mama. But on Masubuan channel, she says that the lady was not schooling, and no, she had already dropped from school and was taking her course, maybe plaiting the hair. Now, it is a little bit confusing, but something's not right. I mean, if that is the case, I mean, if this lady is an adult, then why did Mayani get arrested? Because that is the most disturbing question I'm asking. Why is a Mayani arrested if the lady was not a minor? Why? And at this moment, why? Because 2 of her daughters were married, or have been married recently, and one, according to this phone call, one is maybe an adult, I don't know, but young, but I don't know how to describe. Young, doesn't have an ID, but of age, I don't know how they say that. But this one with Mayani is a kid. But when I listen to this, she says that when Masubuan asked her, have these people been arrested before of this same thing? She says no. But when Anna played this phone call, she says that, what will I do now? I mean, what do you want me to do? Because these people have been arrested before and even slept in a cell for maybe a week or something. And so, what will I do? If they were of age, why were they arrested in the first place? Because I don't know. Why will an 18 who is an adult be arrested? Why would an adult who is 18 and above be arrested? But the mama says they've been arrested before. All right? And they even actually kept them inside there for more than a week. I don't know. But when they were released, she ran back to Mayani. And even in this one, she says that she was brought back from Mayani's home. Then she escaped at night. She ran back to Mayani's home. So I don't know why people are covering her, saying no, she was not married to Mayani. Truth is, she was married to Mayani. And even in this video, Masuba is saying that whoever is fighting this marriage, well, they will be dealt with after everything settled down. So it's a marriage that maybe the mama is really, really supporting. So the only confusing thing here is the lady an underage or not? Because that's the only thing that brings all this chaos here. While the mama says she's 18, she's turning 19 in a few. But on the other side, she says that the lady was in school, grade 9. So, what is that? All right. I'm seeing your comments. You all are bringing some really interesting comments here. I'm reading them, and I'll be checking them. Thank you all for joining, and all your comments are really, really appreciated. Okay. All right. Let's go back here. All right. So when you ask the girl, okay, guys. Here's the thing.
Na ni nini sasa kutokana na hapo, maana Mnasemaje kuhusu kuolewa kwake na Mayani?
Na sisi hatuna maneno.
Hamna maneno.
Sababu msichana mwenyewe ameshaamua tena ameolewa.
Ameolewa.
Na alikuwa ameacha shule, sema shule imemshinda.
Imemshinda.
Sasa kama ameshinda na shule atamfanyia nini hapa nyumbani?
All right. That is actually a Swahili conversation. Masubayani is asking the mama, like, so what do you guys have to say about this whole thing? And the mama is saying, you know what, for us, there's nothing we can do about it because the lady had already dropped out of school and all she wants is to get married. So what can we do? What can we do about this? I mean, there's nothing we can do about this. You know, she decided that she wants to get married. So what do you suggest that we can do? There's nothing actually that we can do about this. So one thing is for sure here, if indeed the lady is an adult, then there is absolutely no problem in her deciding to get married or do whatever. But if, according to what they are saying, maybe other rooms are saying that she is an underage, you know, she's an underage. There's no way they can say that she's decided, she has said that she wants to get married. There's nothing we as parents or maybe society can do about this, because I really think you only let your children make decisions for themselves when they are adults. But when your children are underage, you make decision on their behalf. That is when they are underage. But when they are not, you as a parent, you have an obligation or maybe a duty to do decision or maybe to make decision on your children's behalf. That is what I think, if I'm not wrong. But I was surprised to hear something very unique about this village. And I guess that is what actually I'll make my takeaway point from Masubo. He says there is how in that village, children can decide to do whatever they want to do. Children, I mean, really children, young children can decide to do whatever they want to do in that particular village. And you as a parent, you can do nothing. You can send them to school, even if they're schooling maybe grade 2 or grade 3, they go out there, they don't reach school, they go play out there, then they come back home later. But you as a parent, you can't do nothing. If they decided to drop, then that is it in that village. So if that is actually how they operate, then wow, I'm just going to say, wow, okay. So let me watch it just like it is, because who am I to judge? But is that even normal? I mean, honestly, is that even normal? Anyway, let me play that because I was shocked. You know, I'm reacting out of shock because I didn't know that is how that village actually operate, according to them. But there is something I heard that maybe caught my attention. Let me play it so that you guys help me understand. All right.
Because the family is here, they don't have any problem, you know. And the fact is that in the village here, we have some of cases that if a boy or a girl don't want to go to school, imagine you cannot force them. You can beat them, you can arrest them. After that, they can come. They cannot go to school.
Wow. Well, man, I didn't know. You know, I was thinking that we operate from the same Kenya. That I think there is a constitution that dictates that when a child is young, you as a parent, you have an obligation, or you as people who are above them, you have a duty to make sure that these people, these children, you make decision on their behalf. You know what is good for them, what is bad. Okay, so if a child says that, you know, I'm not going to school. So according to Masuba, he's saying they're in their village, they're right there. Even if you decide to cane them, beat them, you cane them, do whatever. If they decided they won't go to school, the children, they won't. So it is something unique I'm hearing about that village, and I'm like, okay, I've been looking at this like a normal, a normal thing from the country, but it looks like they're operating on a different level of law that I wasn't aware. I know that, your child can decide to be tough-headed and stuff like that. But if that is how they have normalized it in that village, that if your child says that I'm going to school, a young one, a young child, I'm not talking about adults, a young child, if that is what he meant, like a young child who's not of age, an underage child, and you as a parent, you decide to take the child to school, and now they decide, you let them decide. You may need even to have a conversation with your own child, like a grade 3 or 4 or 5 grade 5 kid, and ask them, Daddy, do you want to go to school or not? And if they tell you, no, we don't want to go to school, that is it. Oh my, I think we we grew from a different version of parents. I don't know. There's a lot of freedom in your hands. I'm surprised. If that is actually how they operate, then wow, I'm really surprised. I didn't know. It's actually something new I'm hearing from Masubo there. I don't know, for real.
You can think that children, they are going to school, they are going to hide in the bush. It's better you know them what the career that they want to do. If they don't want school, because you cannot force anybody to do what he don't like.
Wow. I'm assuming that is only applicable to adults. Only applicable to, I don't know, guys, forgive me if I'm really judging from a different point of view, but I really think according to the law, when a child is underage or maybe not of age yet, not an adult, they don't have that much freedom of deciding whether to do some stuff or not. Because if it's their right to go to school, then it's not like I really think there is even a point where you as a parent, you can be arrested for denying your child the right of education, the right to education. If you are, as a parent, you are the one who maybe moved your child from going to school, maybe prevented your child from going to school, maybe for your own reasons, you can be arrested. That's according to Kenya. But now, if that village actually they have their own freedom, like your child can decide, not an adult, okay, not an adult child, like not an 18 plus, then wow, what can I say? Because I thought maybe if these people are in school, because from the audio that I played here, the kid was in school, grade 9. So if that was the case, then how again is that even possible that you as a parent, you can do nothing? You can do nothing. I thought there is an age, maybe there is a certain age. You as a parent, you have to make decisions on behalf of your children. What age actually does someone know me? What age are you expecting to let your children make their own decisions? At what age? At what age do you expect your child to make their own decision and you respect them? I mean, you have your children at home. They're in grade 9, grade 7, grade 6, grade 5 or something, a young kid, primary school, literally, not even having the basic education. So this child one day decided to drop out of grade 8, grade 9, or grade 7. They say, no, I'm not going to school. So at what age do you think you can tell them, yeah, as you decide? Or maybe you say, no, I'm saying you have to go to school. I don't know. I didn't know, Masubo. Thank you for enlightening me, because I was judging that village. I was like, how is this village operating? So if that is actually how you guys operate, I was like, because, my village is just next to their village, a neighboring village. But I can tell you for a fact that maybe we are operating on different wavelength, because you as a child that is underage, you can wake up one day and tell your daddy, your parent, that, you know what, mommy, I ain't going to school because I decided I'm not going to school. What? Even the area chief will come arresting you and your parents, because why are you not going to school? If the parent is the one who approved that nonsense, you both going to jail. But now if that is how your parents operate, I didn't know, I didn't. I didn't know, okay, honestly. So you say, Oti, sorry, what is this? Oti, you saying that marrying them off attracts dowry money or what? A child cannot manipulate me, never. So you say that, Oti, but according to these people, maybe how Masubu is saying, in the village they operate differently. A child will tell you what they want to do, and that is it. You can do nothing, anything you can do about it. You know, I thought according to a Kenyan law, in our constitution, it states so clear. Is there, it's their right to education, to shelter, healthcare, and food and stuff like that. You as a parent, you have to provide that. That's why actually you can be arrested for allowing your child to drop out of school for whatever reason. So tell me how that village operates. Anyway, that is according to them. Let me check something else here that got my attention again. So according to the mother here, when she was asked about the age, she said the girl is actually 18, turning 19 in June 15th. That is what she said. But I'm sure that if that is the real legal age, maybe something can prove that is maybe the birth certificate or baptism certificate or whatever, something of that sort. That will also prove that. And I won't demand that to be shown on camera or something. Tomorrow, MAYANI will be aligned in court, all right? So if that is the case that is on him, then the girl and the mama and them will be required to be there to hear, for the hearing. And I guess they will be asked to provide those supportive documents to prove that the girl is an adult and she can be led to decide whatever she wants to do in life. But if not so, then we'll be waiting to see how that one goes. So can I play something that the mama said? The mama said that she's aware that the lady is married. Yeah, let me actually play it.
Bono be mwisiku wao na ate to wuchile po hansa na to po hene. No ringa wea, no manyiri.
Kumanyiri.
Anabuya no manyiri ga unajua eti ameolewa.
Eh.
Unajua?
Eh.
Alikuwa shuleni ama hakuwa shuleni?
Skuli ya Renge.
Skuli ya Renge. Darasa la ngapi?
9.
Grade 9. Sasa mbona ulimruhusu ameolewa mama na alikuwa shule?
Mimi sijamruhusu, sasa ningemfanya aje hata wewe.
Wow. Okay, that is it from the mama. That was like mama saying, "Are you okay?" That person was asking mama, "Are you aware that your child is married here?" And she said, "Yes, I'm aware." Was she in school or not in school? She was in school. Which grade? Grade 9. So that person asked, "So why did you allow her to get married if she was in school in grade 9?" And she says, "So what could I have done? What should I do?" She decided to just do that. So what should I do? At some point, really, I won't really pin her down like, oh, yeah, you should have caged her or something, because she says that there is how even she was followed back, that they brought her back from MAYANI's home the first time. And she ran back there. At the beginning of the night, she escaped from the house to go back to him. So it's like she liked him so much, and they should let them live. Let me actually put it again.
Akona miaka ngapi?
18.
18. Oh,
all right. Yeah. So mama says, what will I do? There's a time she got married like that, and they went for her, but she escaped back to go back to MAYANI. So I think we should let her. Yeah, the only thing that really got me concerned about this is the idea that she is underage. If really they prove that she's not underage, then there's no point. They should let her get married if that marriage is something. But again, Mayani himself says that he even doesn't have an ID. He's turning 18 or 19, same thing. Wow. Yeah, Elvis. Mother said, the mama is saying that the mama is saying she's married, yeah? Not my problem. Yeah, that is what the mama says. Like, okay, she got married. She decided to get married. So what will I have done? What will I have done? Yeah, not my problem. So, wow. There's some. Let me actually bring this one. Sorry. So she's Mayani's wife. Yeah, she is. Yes, she is Mayani's wife. That is according to them. And actually, all right. Your comments are really interesting. Your comments are really interesting. Let me focus. If I play where the lady was actually explaining herself, she says she's really, really okay getting married, so people actually should let her. Okay. When Masubu asked her to appear on camera, she said no, so we respect her privacy. But let me play this one. Hey, we listen to how the lady is saying, because maybe the lady has her own thing.
The lady, she's here, but I can ask her if she's willing to be on the camera or not, because I respect the privacy of anybody. I cannot film somebody.
Okay, yeah, that is the thing. Let me actually take to where I want it to be. That is where I wanted to play from.
Uko sawa na kuolewa? I'm asking her, she's ready to be married. She say yes.
Okay, Masubu, one thing I can really say over there before we even get deeper is that, as you can ask her and she can say what she wants to do, but does it really mean that we should let her do what she wants to do? Or maybe is that really a justification that if you ask her on camera, she say, yeah, I want to get married. That is it. So that is how the law will follow. Like, she says that she wants to get married. Because all I'm saying is that you should not actually make her feel comfortable that she can make the decision on her own, if at all she's an underage. Because I really think for them coming sitting on the interview to say what they want does not mean that the law will say we'll respect their decision if they're against the law. Because according to the lady who refused to be on camera, she says that she's 19. The mama says that she's 18. So I don't know. I'm confused a little bit. I don't know, because I really think the court of law doesn't really operate like we do. Details really matter. And if the lady says she's 19, the mama says she's 18 or 10, 19, can the papers prove so? And I don't know, asking her if she want to get married or go to school, what do you expect her to say? I mean, Masubo, you ask her that question. That is a very straight question. She was already married. That means she wanted to. Nobody forced her. But now if you ask her, girl, do you want to get married or go to school? What do you expect her to say? She already got married. She went there, slept with that man, and she know exactly what she gets from that. So you can tell her that she can say otherwise. I mean, I don't know. If you have a teenager at home, maybe you're a sibling or maybe your daughter, if you're dealing with, ever dealt with a teenager, you know how stubborn they can be when it comes to like this age of adolescence and stuff. When they come of puberty age, they can be really, really stubborn. So, you know, at some point you may need to help them, you know. But if you really leave them because they can make their own decisions, sometimes they may make some really, really bad decisions that they will regret their whole life. So I really think that as much as we want to respect their own opinion, as children, you as parents or maybe guardians, you have the right, the law, the duty to actually confine them within the law, help them make right decisions. Because I don't think that you as a mother, you can sit there and say, whatever she says, and one day your son will come and say, you know what, Mama, I want to be a gangster. You know, I just got a rifle. Tomorrow I'm going to rob a bank. So, and Mama will say, hey, you know what, my son, whatever you decide to do. So what will I do? I mean, Jade, you ask me that I let my son to be a bank robber. So what will I have done, Jade? So you asking me that, so what will I have done? I mean, don't you have a moral obligation to confine your children? I mean, teach them the right way. I'm not trying to judge, but anyway, let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. If they determine that in court that she is of age and she can be let to do what she wants to do, then that is it. But if she's underage and they're saying no, she decided to do that, wow, I'll be surprised.
You know, so kwa hivyo wewe uko tayari kuolewa? Yeah. Miaka yako ni mingapi? 19. Yeah. She's saying that she is 19, the age of 19.
Yeah, she says she's 19. When Masubo asked her, she says she's 19. Her mama says she is 18, turning 19. So right there is something. I don't know if it is something of interest, but what is that? The lady says she's 19. Mama says she's 18, turning 19. I don't know if it is something of interest, but anyway, I'll say whatever they say because I don't know. I'm not aware. Let me play where the mama say the age. Right here. So how old is she?
Ngapi?
18.
Mhm.
Kielekea 10.
Yeah, I'm asking her the age of her daughter. She said that she is 18, almost to 19.
All right. That is a real legal age in Kenya. If that is true, she is an adult, all right? And if that is true, then I guess they're right to say they can let her do what she wants to do, you know. Yeah. Okay. We have teen pregnancy at high rate in the US. Wow. That's madness, though. I don't understand where to really view this thing from, because I'm getting confused in between whether to say she's an adult and she should be let to do what she wants to do, to decide what she wants to do. At the same time, bearing in mind that even Mayani himself say on camera that he doesn't even have an ID by himself. So he's supposed to be an adult in some months to come, so he can get his own ID. And if the lady is an adult, then wow. That is a very good question. Nubi comment is saying, if she is 18 or 19, why was he arrested? I mean, that's the question I'm asking. That Mayani is arrested because of defiling a minor. And he says that, oh no, the news are all over here that previously he was arrested and jailed. Was it jailed or maybe jailed for some time because of the same thing? So would they actually have arrested him if maybe the lady was an adult? Because help me understand, how would the police come arrest Mayani if he married an adult? Or is there anything else that we don't know that got him arrested? Mm. Well, when you listen to all these stories, okay, when you listen to all these stories, everyone has their own opinion. The stories are really complicating each other. When you go to Gintu's live stream that he was reporting the arrest of Mayani, whatever he said was different. Now he said Mayani has never married that lady, and even police stormed his home. They never found the lady, because if he was really married, then why didn't they find the lady? And my question is, wow, they stormed him, they stormed his home, they never found the lady, but they arrested him anyway. Why did they arrest him if he had nothing to do with the girl? Was there anything we don't know? And again, there's a lot that they complicate. I mean, the story is really, really complicated. All I can say is, let's wait from the court to know what is coming out of it. The mama is now here on camera saying the lady had already dropped out of school, but in the voice clip that I played there, she was telling that so said a children officer, the guy called claiming to be a guy working from the children office. So he was inquiring to know, Mama, I hear that your daughter is married. Is it true? She says, yeah. So was she in school? She said, yeah, she was in school, grade 9. You heard that. I played it. So why did you let her get married? I say, what could I have done? I mean, she says she just want to get married, and I let her be. But in this interview, she said, nah, the girl had already dropped out of school. She was doing her dress. I mean, the thing is, you don't just say, because my daughter already dropped out of school, so that is a gate pass. I mean, that is a pass-through to say, now that she wasn't in school, what was she doing at home? We should actually let her get married, because if she's not in school, then there's no point of letting her stay here. You know? Okay. All right. One last clip that I want to get to you. Let me play here something I heard from Masuba that was so interesting, that was kinda like a professional. That was kinda a professional advice from Masuba, that in the court of law, the girl will be asked to say what she wants. I really don't understand if that is true, Masuba, because be careful not to mislead that young lady if she's not of age for real. If you, as the guy, have not confirmed from the papers that her birth certificate, or maybe ID, or whatever the registration papers says that she is indeed an adult, and you lie to her, that the judge will ask her what she wants to do with life. I don't think that is the case. You know, the law doesn't really give that freedom to a kid, a child, to decide what they want to do. So this kind of advice was off, my brother.
Of 19. And you know, even in the court, she has a right to say what she wants. Because as we cannot say that, oh, let her go back to school when she don't want. And
No, brother, no, that is not true. Sometimes teach that village level that you guys operate in, that you said according to the village, you say that there is how the children can be led to decide what they want to do. That is how you guys in the village operate, especially in that village of Nyabuhanse. So you're telling the lady, that the girl, that the judge will ask her if she's fine dropping from school and getting married. Really? No, bro. No, honestly, the judge won't give her that freedom to decide for herself. It's not happening like that. That's not how it happened. According to the law does not give a young kid freedom to decide what they want to do, if at all. For example, the kid is in school because the mama said that she was schooling grade 9. Then why should she drop from school because she want to? The law doesn't give that. No. Wow. But I found that to be interesting anyway.
If she want to go to saloonist, maybe Mayani can take her to saloonist, or they know what they can plan.
Wow. All right. So, what should I say? What should I say, Masubo? You confirmed that from that village, that's how you operate. But there's a statement that Masubo put out there, like a warning statement to whoever is tampering with Mayani's marriage. So according to Masubo, this is a legal marriage. And whoever is actually taking this case to court will be dealt with and actually will pay, will compensate for destroying Mayani's marriage. Wow. I didn't know that was a legal approved marriage. So why is Mayani arrested actually? If that was so. That would be that I'll play here, the last one. So guys, have you liked the video? Here it is.
Asante sana, tutashirikiana tuone venye tutatoa, kwa sababu kama hamna kesi, hamjapeleka huko kesi, inaonyesha kwamba kuna mtu mwenye anafanya hii mambo kinyume na sheria. Lakini pia ikibainika.
Alright, so he's assuring that we will cooperate, okay? We will cooperate with you, Mama, to see who is trying to come in between this and to know who actually is taking this case, because you as the mama and you as family, you are cool with this lady to get married. So we will cooperate to know who is actually against this, you know? And because if you guys don't have a case against Mayani, then who should have a case? Wow. So is assuring them that maybe they will cooperate to see whoever is trying to come in between this and tamper with Mayani's marriage, and he will be dealt with and pay compensation.
Kwamba anafanya kinyume na sheria, ataona ukweli.
Wow. If we find out that the guy is going against how it's supposed to be gone, he will see the fire. Whoever is actually on this case, you should take this as a warning. If you really don't know what is happening here, you better be careful, because you will see.
Yeah, na atalipa hiyo cost yote ya kuvuruga ndoa ya mtu, atalipa.
And that person will pay heavily for tampering with someone's marriage. They will pay heavily. Anyway, that will be it from Masubo. Anyway, I wanted to know what the mama said, and after listening to that, one thing is Mayani is arrested, and for the same thing that we all know, that he defied a minor. So we will wait to know from the court how they will decide. Is it a defilement for real, or maybe these people are adults, they should be left to get married, or something else? Because as it stands right now, so confusing. Everyone has their own stories, including me, including whoever. So let's see how it goes, because I'm sure that the court will not ask them verbally, how old are you, young lady? And she will say, you know, I'm 19. So do you want to get married or not? And she will say, yeah, I want to get married. I don't want to go to school. And I don't know. I don't think that's how the court will operate. I think the court will demand proof to know that she is indeed an adult or not, and why did she drop out of school? Was the parents actually will the parents be held accountable for that? Because you can't sit there and tell the judge that, you know what, my kid decided to drop, so whoa, what did you expect me to do? They don't want to go to school. But anyway, I know children can be tough-headed and stubborn, but sometimes, I don't know. But villages and places, different places, they operate differently. So for now, let's see how it goes. What are you saying? What are you saying, Eva? Do you see the lines on my face? That is age line, not travel lines. That man is pushing a good 57. Wow. Okay. Let me see you guys. What you guys are saying. In different countries in Africa, some parents make their daughters marry older men, even though the child doesn't want to. Most of the time, you've heard even Kohera saying that Winnie was forcefully married off to that home that she is. If that is so, because I've seen cases, we've had cases previously before the law became so strict. I told you, in the eras or maybe of our parents backwards, things were being done like that, lawlessly. So children will get married at a very young age, and they assume it's culture. After circumcision, after that initiation, that is circumcision, you are considered an adult, a mature person, so you can get married or something. So we never in the ancient culture, something like school and age was not something to consider that much. They will see the physical appearance of you, and when you get circumcised and you're considered an adult, even if you're 12 or 13 or 15, so you are now able to do whatever you want to do as an adult. But that's not how we operate right now, because as we stand right now, the circumcision of ladies is highly, highly legal. That is FGM. So if we say culture permits a young lady to get married, then it's not legal according to the Constitution. But this whole thing is just like it is. Mayani is arrested, so we wait to see. Will he actually come out of jail clean, that the court really approved that that marriage is legal, so they should be let marry or maybe settle or not. So as we stand now, we'll be checking, waiting to see how it goes. Wow. Okay, guys, I'm not gonna read all your comments right now because it's late and I need to go. I don't want to make this too long. I wanted to share with you my opinion, my reaction, and what I think about this whole thing. So let me see how it goes. From tomorrow or from the court, then we will know what they decided. All right? So let's see how it goes. Thank you all for watching. I'll be seeing you in the next one. Make sure you like the video before you go and subscribe this channel and ring the notification bell on. I'll see you in the upcoming one tomorrow, or maybe, yeah, probably. So bye for now.